on their Facebook and they're like, oh, then it kind of looks kind of familiar. Or if you're on one of the social medias and you're kind of doing whatever it is that you're doing, maybe on my Google channel, and you're waiting for me to do some sort of funky tricks or, get on that makeup tutorial I keep threatening everybody with, or possibly show off a new bikini. I'm not. Actually, I've been working this entire week. I've taken a little bit of time off, and for a good reason. I wasn't feeling quite the best at the beginning of the week. My company's definitely trying to do what they can to try to prevent spread of COVID-19, those kind of fun things, right? So I've had to kind of sit around the house waiting for test results to come back. I haven't really experienced a lot of the traditional symptoms, anything like that, and I'm still inside of that waiting period. But some days I wasn't feeling quite as good as other days. But again, really nothing major. I know that there's other people, specifically friends of mine on some of my social medias that did experience that. But as I'm kind of like making do of my time, I'm remodeling my master shower, I'm in there, I'm listening to things, and I'm like, it seems like we as a people really like to give attention to the things that we like to complain about. And what a lot of us don't really consider is you're rewarding what you complain about, like by giving it attention. And so many people like to do that. They're just like, you know what? I don't agree with this person, and I'm ready for a fight, and I want to be right. Yeah. Congratulations. You have just rewarded whoever it was that put that thing out that you don't agree with. And you've created the reward sequence, so you're likely going to continue to see it. Now, having an argument and debating and all of that, there's something interesting that occurs to us as human beings about fighting with another person and debating and all that fun stuff. But I really don't want to go on and, kind of belabor you about that topic today, but more of just be like just the genuine self, I'm sitting in there, I'm lathering up these tiles with some mortar, I'm slapping it on the wall, and I'm just kind of envisioning how this effort's going to turn into something. And I'm like, this is going to look good. And I'm like, and I'm revisiting some of the videos that I've made and some of the people I've had interactions with. And, I had some interactions with some things that are somewhat recent, and I'm not going to get into the dramatic elements of it, but I do want to say this is, I just simply said on a posting on a social media platform that we should probably wait until we get more information before we jump to a conclusion. And immediately I had private messages coming to me going, Chad, this isn't your wheelhouse. You should stick with more of the spiritually enlightened stuff and the developmental stuff. And this doesn't look good on you or good for you. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm restricted. I'm restricting by the persona that you believe that I am. Like, if I were to get online and give a joke, and it'd be like, well, that's outside of his professional persona or the guy that we know him to be. And it's like we get pigeonholed. We push ourselves into that thing. And I'm sitting there in the shower and I'm like, you know what? F this, man. I have like different moods, and it's like, why should I have to put on the shirt and tie in order to show myself to the world? Why should I have to find the most provocative yet intellectual terminology in order to get people to be like, Chad, you're a smart guy? I don't really want people to tell me I'm a smart guy. If anything, from growing up in the wilds of suburbia, the whole intention is to get us to think. Something that I find that we seem to lack in a critical way is critical thinking. We all like to think to our ideologies, but did you critically find yourself into your ideology, or were you told that in order to pass a test? And then you memorized it, and then you passed it. I have somebody I respect greatly. I mean, I really respect this guy. He's made such an amazing impact in my life. He was one of those people that commented that I was out of my wheelhouse. Like just telling people, hey, let's wait till we find out more about what's going on before we just try to go on a good old-fashioned lynching. And I find that what we're all kind of missing right now is like you're showing like an authentic self in certain places, but then you push yourself into that place by telling people that's how you're going to be and what they become expectant of your behavior. And then you find that you always seem to be angry. You always seem to be ready to argue. You always seem to be the person that's doing the yoga on the mat. You always seem to be the person that shows off the dog, or the one that doesn't get the opportunity to just share their views because they're known for wearing the bikini, or by doing something outlandish or crazy, or putting on the Cyclops looking sunglasses and giving some weird techno background music and playing this character online. And we're not really being ourselves. So that's what this video is about. You know, and I do a lot of the chat with Chad and growing up in the wilds of suburbia and the different programs and the different conversations I have with people. Mind you, these are brought to you by the people that I've had conversations in life that said, Chad, you need to do this more often. And I wish that I could have these conversations or hear them when I'm not around you. I'm like, I want to make a difference. So I'm not going to tell you how to live your damn life. You live your life your way. But I will tell you, when you find yourself pigeonholed or you're pushed into a corner and you can't express yourself by the way that you genuinely want to express yourself without other people going, is there something wrong? Oh my. It's great to have emotion. It's great to be supported by people who care, but at the same time, are they trying to push you back into what they thought you to be? Did you train the world to treat you that way? You know, I've seen a video recently, and I really do like this, but at the same time, I think we need a little bit more and across a broader spectrum. I had a video of a gentleman that is now, he's doing stuff that he's like, you know, the dad videos, the do-it-yourself type, but he's positioned himself like a dad for you, because apparently like his daughter went off to college, and he's showing her how to do basic stuff around the house by doing videos for her and publishing it, and you know, people are jumping on it, and I think it's great. I absolutely think it's great, because we are missing a trade skill set at a base level. Like, people are surprised I can do tile. People are surprised that I installed most of the stuff in my own bathroom, actually everything in my own bathroom. Oh, that I do all of my home projects. People are surprised by that. My father insisted that I learned how to do these things. I didn't like it growing up, and I thought it sucked. You know, I didn't get a vehicle given to me by my father as my previous brothers did. I had to work for the vehicle that I was given, because I was given a Firebird. It was a 1984 Firebird. It's a Pontiac Firebird. Formula 350. Big old engine. But the damn thing didn't work. I had to fix the engine. And my dad had the hardest time getting me to not be a spoiled teenage brat. Pissed off that I saw my friends getting vehicles and I didn't get one given to me and I had to work to fix it. Or that my brothers got vehicles that did run, even if they weren't good-looking vehicles, to get from our, I think it's a 12-mile track from where I grew up to get in town just to see friends. Yeah, what a whole lot of that stuff. You're getting caught up in the rural outwoods type of, you know, bumping around in the sticks kind of thing. As my brother jumped on, one of my oldest surviving brother actually jumped on one of my postings recently on Facebook. And he kind of gave a little humorous ridicule about me and growing up in the wilds of suburbia. And he's like, yeah, all right, you grew up in the sticks. And it's true. It's not the point of the videos or the series. And if you are confused by it, watch the series. You know, put some effort in. It's Friday, baby. Probably not the wisest thing, since it's good possibility. I mean, it's possible I may have come down with the old C19, but then again, I haven't felt bad at all, really, compared to what people believe you're supposed to or how you've been told the symptoms are. And I'm not taking it away from anybody that it's a real thing, because I think it is. But I'm also, it's Friday and I'm doing tile work, and damn it, I'm going to get it done. So, to get back to that thing about the dad giving people living tips. There you go. Sorry about that, YouTube family. I didn't turn the camera on. All fired up, baby. You know, a lot of the issues we're dealing with right now, like I know what it was like on the other side of the belt, catching that growing up, misbehaving. And I'll tell you what, right now, Queen and King, or whomever it is that's on the other side of this video, I learned a lot by the other end of that. 40, even my younger brother, who's now 38, he learned it too. But that was the last end of the generation. That after that, we kind of moved away from it. Get out of here. Heh. Some silly ass notification telling me that I've got a premiere coming up that was actually yesterday. It's probably user error, by the way, so anybody that did hear that. But I feel that, what we need is we do need good quality guidance. And if anything, you know what, I'm going to put my life's experiences and what people would call wisdom, I just call it insight. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to keep putting it out. And if you take something away from it, perhaps it's not a tutorial on how to install a bathtub or put caulking around a windowsill, but perhaps it's something that might give you a little bit better opportunity for a relationship. Maybe you'll learn that in your relationships and all the years that you've been dating the wrong person, that you were the wrong person and not the people you're dating. Hey, I don't know. But tune in. I'm going to be throwing all kinds of craziness around at times, and take some advice from a good friend. Just be real. Sometimes I do get a little heady. I get a little cerebral, a little esoteric. I get a little deep into the sciences. That's what I like about doing the videos like Chat with Chad. And when I have guests on that aren't necessarily on with Chat with Chad, that's what I like about them. It's because I actually can have that person go, yeah, you lost me, man. Or you stop making sense. I think you were bumping around in your head a little bit too much. And I like that stuff. But in the meantime, tune in for more life hacks and recipes. Maybe I'll do another tutorial on how to do something. Now, if you even want to see how to lay tile, I'll throw that in there. My friend Chris Baumeister, who actually owns a tiling company, he'll probably ridicule the hell out of me because I'm not a professional, but I actually do find a good deal of joy and endearment out of the mistakes and the little imperfections. Just like personalities, imperfections create your character. And if you're not and you're ashamed of your imperfections, you're also ashamed of some of your strengths at the exact same time. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. As I've said in many different tones, we're all in this together. Sorry I didn't show enough cleavage or jump around the room and do some weird slapstick stuff or threw water on my partner or partners or whatever the hell it is that people expect in order to, pay or to earn their joys in it, their attention. Yep. Maybe you pick something up. Maybe you're inspired. Maybe you want to jump on here with me. Have a little chat. With old Chad. I'm happy to do it. I don't care if we have opposing ideologies. I don't care if we have the same ideas. Just to have a genuine conversation. Perhaps there's something that, I'm always looking for people to teach me something. Perhaps you'll learn something from me too. But in the meantime, keep looking. Maybe you get a little bit of that Instagram look. Maybe I'll do a little tricep pose for you. In the meantime, what the hell, it's Friday. Go out and have a good time. Don't spend too much time on Facebook or any of your social medias, especially if you're out on a date with your regular partner or somebody new, or you're just trying to spend a little downtime with yourself. Get the hell off social media for a bit. Maybe get more engaged in your life. But at the end of the day, don't forget to check in. Check into Growing Up in the Wilds of Suburbia on YouTube. Catch me on Facebook. You can also like this stuff. If you think it's a little bit better than crap, maybe you're going to want to see a little bit more of it. It'll be a nice break for you for everything else. All right, I'm out of here. It's Chad Everett Brochures. I am the host of Growing Up in the Wilds of Suburbia. And for all you kings and queens and whatever the hell you'll go by out there that's actually witnessing this, have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Do something that actually makes you feel like you've lived this weekend. And try not to hurt anybody else in the process. Share this video with whoever it is in your life that you feel will benefit from it. Watch it again. Share it. Get into it. Comment on it. I'm always up for the comments. If you think that I've got my head up my ass and I need to actually learn a few things, then by all means come on and teach me a few things. I'm always open to learning. And also where I'm wrong. So, this is Growing Up the Wilds of Suburbia. Look for the next Chat with Chad. I should be recording 2 more by the end of the weekend, by Sunday. So we'll work on that. And until then, I got to get back into that tile job, that thin set